It's called Dreaming Jeannie. They say that seeing is believing. I don't believe it. I have seen too many things to believe much of anything. Remember when I told you about my father? I don't remember either. But to finish where I left off, he was no better than me. He was much better than me. He was older than me. I was younger than him. Now I am older than he was then. I have seen the days gone by. They're still going by. I have seen night crawl into a spider's belly and come out in a child's dream. I was that child. My father was the spider. He brought me the dream.
I dreamed of Jeannie with the light brown hair.
Stephen Foster wrote that for my mother, I wish. My father called her Jeannie anyway. He also wrote Old Black Joe, which he would never write today, one of the sweetest songs ever writ about a dying man and should never go unsung. Do you remember that Stephen Foster songbook in the rec room? One of 6 signs of culture in the house. David and I sang those songs over and over. You do remember David, my brother, don't you? I never heard of him either. But he sang me, Old Black Joe. And that was the night I first understood what sadness was.
Gone are the days when my heart was young and gay. Gone are my friends from cotton fields away. Gone from the earth to a better land I know. I hear their gentle voices calling, Old Black Joe.
I have seen the granite walls jump from flower to flower to flower. I have heard their laughter through the trumpet vines and apple blossoms. I have spent years trying to decipher the vowel I so that it could be used in a sentence without insinuating itself into an argument about the nature of the world and who any of us are. But I was telling you about my mother, Jean. I watched her grow up right before my eyes, right before I grew up. She was older than me. I was younger than her. I am older now than she was then. That doesn't matter anymore. What difference what old you are? We all end up the same age, dead, like old Joe, like my mother, like my dad. I told you they were dead, didn't I? That's something you never forget. I don't know if either of them knew much about Stephen Foster, how he died penniless at 37, despite having written, Oh, Susanna, my beautiful dreamer, my old Kentucky home, all quintessential American songs. Or if they ever sang his songs, though I'd like to think my father sang the light brown hair one to my mother at least once.
I dream of Jeannie with the light brown hair.
That would make me happy, though very little has, because she had brown hair, as I did. That eye again, insinuating itself right in the middle of 2 other eyes. An eye triangle. How did we end up here when I'm trying hard to stay out of all that? Because I want to tell you about my mother, whose name escapes me right now at the moment, and maybe old somebody remembers. What was my color? Where was I going?
I'm coming, though my head is bending low. I hear those gentle voices calling, Old Black Joe.
I wouldn't believe those voices if I were you. I wouldn't believe me either, or anything I ever remembered. But I believe in everything, I mean everything, that I ever forgot about, you know, that dream.
I dream of Jeannie with the light brown hair, born like a vapor on the summer air. I see her tripping where the bright streams play, happy as the day
bed